What is going on, guys? I'm finally back making another episode of the Eternal Life and Death here. I found a really cool one recently. This one will blow your mind because um, you know how like the biggest, the largest dead shape you can make is this shape here. The oh, let me go back one. Need this. You know that the biggest dead shape is this, right? That's the biggest dead shape because if you capture this group, then you can play in the center and poke out all the eyes. So this is supposedly the largest dead shape until you look at this problem, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, okay, so here's the problem here. White's to go, and white needs, no, black's to go and to kill white here, okay? So right now we have a 3 stone in there, so we can somehow make a dead shape out of that, which is the shape we're trying to go for is basically one of those, right? That's the one of the basic dead shape that you can put your stones into a dumpling and then poke the eye out, and then you can add one more right there, so you get that shape. So, but here, the shape's gonna be a little wild, so pause the video and see if you can solve it on your own. I recommend play it on the board. This one is supposedly level 7 to 8 on to find. So pause the video, see if you can find it, and then come back. Okay, so hopefully you found the answer to this problem. If not, then it's fine, okay? So basically, if you look at the shape here, this is how I typically solve problems. I try to solve the problem is you look at the shape here, right? So white has a 4x2 area to make eyes. So that's pretty large. So usually the shape like this is alive. But in the corner, it can be a little strange. So if black goes here, let me switch the color. If black goes here, that's definitely a fail because white can then wedge in here and start a coat. So if black try to do something like that, white can start a coat, right? So that's not gonna work. The throw in is not gonna work because instead of capturing for you to, cause if white captured, then it's dead, okay? But if white doesn't capture, so after this, if white played this, you can make the dumpling shape. So that's this shape, so it's dead. So, but white's not gonna capture. If you throw in, white's gonna play something like this to extend more eye space. Then you have to do this, and then it's gonna be a double ko on the outside. So that's plenty of space for white to live here, and it's a double ko, so it's gonna live. So you can't throw in, you can't play here. If you play here, like I said, if black plays here, then it's gonna start a ko. So that's not gonna work, right? So what is the answer here? The answer for black to play is here. So we're making this L shape right here first. So if you keep tracking, we had that shape, so now we're poking that. So we want to play this, right? And white can't do anything preventing us from playing that, right? So after black play that, white's gonna play here. If white plays here, it's dead, right? Because you can make the dumpling, it's dead. So white's not gonna play there. And so where can white play to live here? How about here? Does this live? What if black captures? Then white has to play here, right? But what if black plays here? Wait a minute, this is way bigger than any of the shape right now, right? So it should live now. White just have to go in here and capture black, but then black plays here. So is it dead or is it alive? Tricky, right? So now this shape, if you look at this shape, this is a crazy shape. This is why like this problem blew my mind. This is the biggest shape I've ever seen that actually is a dead shape. Because now when white captures, black can throw in here, and no matter where white goes here, it's dead. So let's say white goes here, try to make two eyes, right? Where can black goes to poke it? Right here. So if white captured this way, that's dead. If white captured this way, you can do and poke it out. What if white just captured? Well, now it becomes a five stone dumpling capturing shape. Isn't that crazy? That kind of blew my mind. So that's why I figured I'd make a problem of this. Because here, I think the average person would think, oh, okay, white is alive. But not so fast, right? So that is the problem. I think anywhere else black goes probably gonna be alive. Here the shape will be too much, because after that notice this, now it's definitely alive. So this is the problem. If you guys have any question about any variation, there's a bunch of variation to it, but this is basically the main tree to the problem, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.